The truth is, confident girls cannot be friends with insecure girls, and that is because your very existence is a threat to them. Your confidence triggers them. It makes them uncomfortable. It's very simple. Happy and cheerful people love seeing others happy and cheerful too. The same goes for confidence as well. Confident people aren't annoyed or irritated by another person's confidence. However, people who aren't yet there with their confidence journey will look at things differently. They will likely be in secret competition with you and have hidden animosity, but will act like they're your friends to your face. But in private, they'll be looking for reasons to doubt you, to hate on you, and to call out your weakness. And it's nothing personal. It's their own insecurities, their own weaknesses, their own fears that they project on you. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Maryam, and on this channel we talk about all things fashion and lifestyle. Welcome back to my winter arc series. This is my way of saying thank you to you guys for all the love and support that you've shown me this entire year. My last winter arc video was about self-love, and now today we're talking about confidence. To be exact, the lies about confidence that we're sold and the actual truths we need to follow. I know! In this video, we're going to be going through popular advice when it comes to confidence and why I no longer follow it and you shouldn't either. Advice like, fake it till you make it. This statement is a funny one, and I don't agree with this one particularly because it implies that you aren't confident yet. You're faking it. Whereas a confident person is someone who tries, can self-evaluate, and work towards it, and you working towards it is a clear sign that you are a confident person. It shows self-awareness. It shows you're willing to put in the work. Those are desirable traits. It even starts with something small like you clicking on this video, because only confident people can look at themselves, point out areas where you need to work on, and actually take the steps to work on it. Let's start with our first lie. External validation. Oh, this person must be very confident because whatever she posts, whatever she talks about, whatever she does, she gets so much external validation from. People praise her, she's getting likes, comments, shares, everyone talks about her. She must be very confident. How many times have you stopped yourself from posting a certain picture or posting your thoughts online because you're afraid or you're not sure about how the world will receive it? You're not sure if it will be validated by others, external individuals. You often forget how you feel about something, and you often place a bigger emphasis on how the world will receive something. Those are lies that have been sold to us about confidence. Confidence is not I will walk into a room and everyone in that room is going to love me. Confidence is I will walk into that room and whether people like me or don't like me has nothing to do with me. I will be fine regardless, because you internally validate yourself. Your validation does not come from someone coming up to you and complimenting your outfit. It comes from you leaving the house, looking at yourself and looking at what you're wearing, and you actually liking it first before you look for external validation. The number one thing when it comes to actually having solid core foundational confidence is internal validation. When you internally validate yourself, you move different. You show up in the world different. People feel it around you. It's in your aura. Your aura changes. And this should not be mistaken with ego. They're two completely different things. In contrast to what's pushed in even the songs these days. I mean, that one lyric by Ice Spice, if he's cheating, I'm doing him worse. That is the very opposite of confidence. Confidence is not loud and screaming and showing the world that if someone cheats on you, you'll do them worse. Confidence is knowing your value, internally validating yourself, and not caring about what the world does to you. Real and true confidence is internally validated. The way the world treats you, good or bad, does not dictate how confident, how good enough you are. You know better because you internally validate yourself. You don't rely on the external world. The quickest way to know whether you seek validation internally or externally is in the following ways. Internal validation is when you say, I know I'm talented because I've worked hard and I see my growth. External would look like, I feel talented because my boss praised me. Internal is, I'm proud of this project because I gave it my best effort. External, however, is I'm proud of this project because it went viral and people loved it. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not bad to accept praises from the world. Where it becomes an issue is when you fully only rely on what others have to say about your own work for you to feel good about it. I can personally relate to this because I have uploaded so many YouTube videos that have not done as well as I'd wanted it to, but had I placed a bigger emphasis on the external validation, the views, the likes, the shares, I probably would have stopped creating many years ago. When your confidence comes from within, it also reduces your people-pleasing tendencies, which can be very common if you are South Asian or you come from an immigrant household. Without internally validating yourself, without internal validation, you might overextend yourself to please others, even if that means compromising your own values. That is people-pleasing, and that is something we need to leave in 2024. And when life gets tough, which it often does, internal validation is your anchor, because you can weather criticism, failure, whatever it is, without losing confidence, because you know your self-worth isn't dependent on external beings, external labels, external whatever it may be. The second point we're going to talk about is how people often feel that when you become confident, you also become cold and a bit rude, because your new demeanor, you're intimidating, you have to intimidate people. Well, actually, real and true confidence is kind and is warm. Your intention is not to intimidate others or to make others feel like they are smaller than you. I'm pretty sure you've heard the phrase, real queens fix each other's crowns. It ties back to what we last spoke about, which is confident people love to see others confident and thriving as well. A truly confident woman or man does not feel the need to tear someone else down in order to make themselves feel or look better. That is the very opposite of confidence. That is pure, loud insecurity. A real and true confident person uplifts others because they know that uplifting others does not take away from them at all. It actually makes them happier, and they're happy to lift others up. With the movies and TV shows we watch these days, sometimes pop culture shows us that confidence means you have to be rude, or a very popular phrase right now, direct. Being kind and warm should come naturally to you when you are on your confidence journey. It should come naturally to you that you want to celebrate other people's wins, even though you're not there yourself yet. You see other people winning and it fuels you instead of making you feel jealous or bitter, because you know that other people's successes does not dictate or define you or yours. Real and true confidence means that you lead with empathy. You listen without judgment, and you offer support when needed. Now, here are a few examples of how confidence, real and true confidence, shows up in interactions with other people. Let's say your friend is struggling at a task at work. The right way to handle this would be something like, we all make mistakes and it doesn't define you. Let's figure out how you can bounce back. You've got this. Whereas the wrong way of you responding would be something like, wow, that's rough. I can't imagine messing up like that. That statement lacks empathy, and it only adds to your friend's insecurities. This is something to reflect on. Maybe ask yourself, whenever someone comes to you with good news, perhaps it's something you're working towards yourself as well, what's your first reaction to it? Do you feel threatened by it, or do you feel genuinely happy? Perhaps that's the place where you can start when it comes to your confidence journey. It's to remind yourself and reaffirm the belief that other people's successes does not define or dictate yours. The third thing I want to talk about when it comes to confidence is this new sentiment that I've been seeing growing a lot in our generation. It's the whole thing about we don't owe people anything. I honestly really disagree with this statement, because that statement basically means that you can ghost people whenever you want to. You can just disrespect people whenever you want to, because you don't owe people common decency or common respect, which is the very opposite of something what a confident person would do. A confident person knows that respect must always be given where respect is due, and it never takes away from them. It's easy to misinterpret independence as an excuse to dismiss basic human decency. However, a confident person knows that giving respect doesn't make you weak or overly accommodating. It makes you gracious, fair, and secure in your own identity. Respect isn't about pure submission. It's about recognizing other people's value without compromising your own. A confident woman understands that giving respect is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of emotional intelligence. And respecting others does not mean sacrificing your own boundaries. It means balancing kindness and self-assurance. For example, let's take a scenario where your friend needs some space after an argument or a disagreement. The right and healthy way to respond to that would be something like, I understand, take your time, I'm here whenever you need to talk. The wrong way, however, would have some guilt tripping in it. For example, something like, wow, I can't believe you're ignoring me after all that I've done for you. This disrespects their boundaries and brings all the focus back to you, where it's really about the both of you. It's about your relationship. It's not purely about you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I want you to remember that confidence is fueled by competence. The more we show up in the ways that we discussed in this video, the more confident that we become. And I want to remind you guys that confidence is honestly not a destination. It's a journey. It's how we show up every single day. It's not something we can purchase. It's built. It's a muscle we exercise. And whenever you feel like your confidence is low, remind yourself that you are the only person in control of it. It's not dependent on how the world treats you, how the world responds to you. It's your internal dialogue. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I love you guys so much. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you aren't already, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.